how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Mahomes now on first down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. It gets paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. To throw on 2nd down. Kendrick looks for right, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Saints are going to have it here just past the 25.
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From the 30 on 2nd down, Mahomes. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
A run by Pierce begins the second half.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Mahomes. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. Sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he'll be out right at the 35.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Slot man moves right. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kendrick. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, and that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2nd and goal from the 1. Pierce is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw again, Kendrick. His throw incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing to trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Kendrick. He finds his man, complete. That's Knight. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run for it. This is White. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The slot man in motion right. To throw on 2nd down, Kendrick. That is caught by Stewart. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And the slot man goes in motion left. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kendrick.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Joe Tryon there to make the tackle. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. George Kittle, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 28-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Kendrick, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes being chased out left.
That's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Devin White now with his second sack here on opening night.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Evans comes in motion right. On 1st down, Kendrick. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This pass caught, it's Woods. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bucs are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get 2 closer here on the fake extra point. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
78 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. First down, they go right back to Pierce.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety?
coming up and making the big-time play.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Dameon Pierce.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Saints are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think that part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Kendrick. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Derek Stingley picks it. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week